Hello, well, welcome back to my channel. Right now, I want to talk about something interesting. Something happened recently, and I'm just gonna be very fast about it. There's a commenter. I think he's a veteran Guild Wars 2 player who recently commented on my channel, and who is No More, by the way. And by No More, I mean that he's GG, if you know what I mean. The reason I say this is because he said something that was very, I would say, kind of rude. And I'm gonna show you what he said. He said, "Why don't you get a couple tunes to 80, like level 80, unlock all the maps, and actually do the end game stuff that makes Guild Wars 2 the great game it is? Nobody really gives a crap about you leveling tunes after tunes." So I'm assuming that this guy has been following me for a while. Most likely, he did not like the fact that I was mostly talking about my leveling experiences, which is okay. He has the right to not like it. What I disagree with this comment, unfortunately, it's how he approached me. What I mean is that there's a way to disagree in a polite manner. Well, that is if you understand how to communicate like a civilized, person, which is something you learn in school, I guess. I don't know, like I mean, I've learned how to speak properly with people without actually, bashing at them. Like, I mean, in the sense that if I have something that is important to tell you, I will express it in a civilized way, in the sense that, in a civilized way, in a way that I don't need to directly, attack you. Because right here, when he says that, he's actually literally trashing at me, and unfortunately, he's GG. And by GG, it means he's gone forever. So basically, yep. Uh, the reason I'm saying this is not to because I don't think it doesn't really affect me in anything, because I know he's one out of a million, because most of the commenters have been doing videos for 2 months for Guild Wars 2, and I'm having a lot of fun. And the reason why I play Guild Wars 2 is because it's very relaxing, very friendly. The majority of the community is very friendly. Unfortunately, just like any video games or any MMORPGs or any video games, there's always going to be few of them that are different, and some of them will communicate in a way that is quite subjective. And unfortunately, like I have I don't have zero patience for people like that, unfortunately. So if you want me to read your comment, to acknowledge that you have something to share, you need to first learn to properly communicate your thoughts to me, in a sense that I'm a person. I'm not like I'm not like an animal or anything. I'm a person, so you got to talk to me like a person, right? So what I would have done if I was him, I would have said something like this: "Hey man, I've been watching a lot of your videos. I just want to mention that I think it would be great that you, I don't know, do some end content with some level 80s characters." And that would be great, because right now you're doing a lot of leveling classes, which is okay, but I don't think it's my cup of tea. And I would prefer, I think it would be great that you do some videos about end content. And yeah, keep doing what you're doing, and I hope that you do end contents in the future. Cheers. Now, see, if he would have write something like this to me, I would have acknowledged it. I would have give a thumbs up. I would have even I would have said thank you for letting me know. And I would have given a proper reply, a proper civilized reply, because if you talk to me in a civilized manner, the chances that I talk to you in a civilized way is very high, right? I don't know if that makes any sense, but I just want to say that yeah. So basically, if you talk to me this way, then yeah, I understand what he's saying, and I understand. But this is who I am. I've been playing World of Warcraft for 16 years, 30 years of video games, and I've been always rushing all my life in everything I do. And starting like recently, 2 months ago, when I started playing Guild Wars 2, I decided that I will not rush anything. I will, of course, eventually do end content, because I have no. I am going that way. I'm going forward that way, but I don't have any like a timing for you guys to give. I cannot tell you like when I'm gonna start doing end content. I did some end content in the past, like like Dragon Stand, like World Boss and shit, which is very good, and I really enjoy it. But I mean, like like at some point, I don't want to do just World Boss. Now you're gonna say, what about fractals? Well, I did some fractals, and like that's it. I'm like I like it, that's it, and I like it. But I'm not gonna be doing fractals every single day. I don't want to do that. I don't find it appealing, unfortunately. Just like PvP, I like PvP. I'm actually a PvP player. Come from World of Warcraft. 16 years of battlegrounds. 16 years of battlegrounds, and here I am in Guild Wars 2 doing more PvE than anything else. And the reason why I love PvE is because it's relaxing. I don't need to compete against anyone. I don't want to compete against anyone. I don't mind to compete a little bit, like once in a blue moon, but it's not my priority right now. So if you follow me, and if you're intending to follow me, like you expect a lot of leveling, first impressions, discovering, exploring. Sometimes I'm just gonna sit there and watch the horizon. I think I did that in one of my video where I just sat down and I just admired the what is it, the zone area, because it was so beautiful, along with the music, the Guild Wars 2 music from Jeremy Soule. You know what I'm saying, guys? I could just do that. If you don't like that kind of thing, then I don't think you're gonna like my channel, because I'm that kind of guy. But according to the tendency and all the people who've been following me for the last 2 months, and all the the comments, the likes, all the views that I get, I'm assuming that people like my stuff. The majority like what I'm doing, so I'm gonna keep doing it. So even if somebody comes at me like that and tells, and talk to me, but I understand you guys are gonna say that he's one of a million, because every video games there's always people like that, which I understand, which is why it doesn't really affect me. I just kind of, unfortunately removed him permanently, if you know what I'm saying. And yeah, I mean, you can, everybody has the choice to go to anybody else's channel. Like there's other channel where people talk about pretty much just end content, end content, and end content. I'm gonna do end content. I'm gonna do World v World. I'm gonna do, but guys, let me tell you something. It's another thing I did not mention. You guys know sometime when I do video editing, like, because I have to edit the videos, like the last one I did for the veteran player who who shows his skin and legendaries. I think put almost 12 hours in front of my computer trying to produce that video. 12 hours. I couldn't play for 12 hours. So meaning that every day I have maybe a few hours to play the game, and then I have to spend hours to actually edit the video so that the content is actually watchable and enjoyable at the same time. I cannot do both at the same time, do you understand? So that's the reason why I cannot go. That's another problem, because now that I'm playing slowly, now because I'm doing edition video, but it depends which video. Some video I do edition, some video I don't do any edition, I just upload it and that's it. But some videos, like the one I did for the veteran player who actually showed his legendaries and skin, I had to put 12 hours working on it. The exporting took around 7 hours, I think 5 to 6 hours, just exporting it. Now I have to upload it to YouTube, which takes another 2 to 3 hours. That depends on the length of the video, because that video was almost 44 minutes, and it was in 1080. I think it was in 1080p if I remember well. And yeah, the bigger the file, the longer it takes. You understand what I'm saying? So 12 hours I couldn't play the game, and I was quite tired, to be honest with you. So yeah, guys, I just want to pitch that out. Thank you for those who supports me and understands me. Thank you for me giving good vibrations, because this is Wintersday, this is Christmas, and you don't want to be like negative and start a trash talk to people around, because if you are negative, people will be more likely to stay away from you because you're too negative. And negativity is like a virus. The more you're negative, the more people like walk away from you, and you don't understand why people walk away from you. It's because you're negative. So if you want to be negative, that's your choice, but don't expect people to want to be close to you, unless you hang out with negative people. That would be another thing. But what I'm trying to say is that if you're positive, you will attract positivity as well. So I just want to mention this today, guys. So I'm gonna go to sleep, and I'll see you tomorrow, and I'm very happy and very excited to watch your more content to come. Thank you for supporting me. I love you all. Good night. Cheers.